Hello, my friends. This is Max Steingart, broadcasting live from Miami Beach, Florida. And typically on the first Monday of every month at this time for the last, the last 7 or 8 months, we've been holding a special social media training for my good friends Cliff Walker and Brett Rademacher and their Jeunesse group. And a lot of you are new to Jeunesse. You've come over with Marty and Alex. And, we asked Cliff if he would mind opening up this training, not just to Marty and Alex's team, but just about anybody else in Jeunesse that wants to use Facebook, wants to use social media to build their business. So we thank Cliff and Brett for opening this up, and we're going to share with you at the end a very special training package that we've put together to help all of you build an international Jeunesse business. Now, here's the thing. Facebook has made a number of changes, and I'm going to share something with you that if you're looking to build your business internationally, it's going to give you a heads up. It's going to give you almost an unfair advantage over your competition in any other business. All right, and so what we're going to talk about here today is how to create a flood of new business on Facebook. And it revolves around your actions, and it revolves around playing around with the settings on your page. Now, years ago, I cracked the code for networking and connecting with people on any social network, and it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. Now, Facebook is changing all the time. All the social networks change every day, and a number of changes have recently taken place that are going to have a dramatic impact on your business and, as I said, give you an unfair advantage over the people that don't know about this. See, most of the changes that Facebook are making are designed to give people simple, easy access to Facebook. They've made it mobile. They made it mobile. In other words, you're now carrying Facebook around with you on your cell phone, your smartphone. And this is huge. It's huge. So you're going to be able to build your business anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where. Western Hemisphere, any place in the world that you want to build your business, you're connected to everybody on your smartphone. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter where you want to build your business. And when we get to the settings part of what I'm going to share with you, you're going to see how this can really help you. Now, for those of you that are new, let me give you a little bit of my background. For the past 20 years, I've been helping network marketers get more leads, recruit more reps, become top earners in their company. People started calling me the father of social networking years ago. If you're trying to build your business online, the information that I'm going to share with you in this session alone can be life-changing for you. Now, many of the fastest growing top earners in most networking companies will tell you they owe their success to Facebook. But they don't really tell you how they're doing it unless you're on their team. Well, you're about to learn how they're doing it, and more importantly, you're going to learn how you can be doing it too. There's a lot of great information available to you out there that can produce results for you on Facebook over time. But what you're about to learn here is fast, it's easy, and it produces immediate results. It will fill your sales funnel with eager prospects with credit cards in hand who are ready to buy from you. Now I'm going to demonstrate a simple, fun-filled, stress-free way for getting more business than you can handle, even if you hate marketing and selling. What you're going to see are field-tested, can't-fail techniques to recruiting motivated reps and winning lifetime customers. You know, there's an easy way to bring your warm market friends into your business that is so enjoyable it can become an addicting activity. I'm going to show you how to connect with everyone you know in your existing warm market and have them buy from you without being rejected. In fact, rather than chase your friends, they're going to chase you. Now, if you've totally burned through your warm market or you don't have many friends, there's an easy way to make new friends and connect with complete strangers who need what you're selling. Who wouldn't want to take 10 years off your face in 2 minutes? Now, I'm going to show you how and where to find ideal prospects on Facebook that are a perfect fit for your business, and you're going to be able to do it fast. Now, these people are going to be happy to hear from you, eager to buy from you, and they're ready to join your team. Now, you're going to be able to connect with complete strangers with the precision of a laser. Ensure that everyone accepts your friend requests and answers your messages, and you're going to be able to close a sale in less than an hour a day. Now, why should you listen to me? And frankly, you should listen to me because your upline has brought me to you, and what I'm going to share with you works. But let me give you a little background information. 20 years ago, I broke the code to a social network called America Online, and I developed a simple formula that helped me add thousands of people to a network marketing business, and it only took me 18 months. The term social network wasn't used back in the old AOL days. Since then, I've trained and shared the formula with tens of thousands of networkers who in turn have trained and influenced the millions of people that they work with. Over the past 20 years, I've worked with the top income earners and their teams in hundreds of companies, proving the formula can help sell anything. Now, some top earners have actually gone on to create and market their own versions of my training program. The formula has worked for everyone on all of the social networking sites that followed since it was introduced on America Online. The formula produces immediate results that can be instantly duplicated by everyone that you bring into your business. Imagine bringing somebody into your business on Tuesday and then having them bring their friends in, having them bring in other people within the next 48 hours. The people who have consistently applied the formula have risen to the top of their company, and many have earned millions of dollars. Now, when I said earlier that the formula has worked on every social networking site, I'm also including the online dating sites too. People are using the formula to make love connections. Now, I know hundreds of networkers who have used it successfully. In fact, I used the formula to meet my wife Debbie on Match.com. But I'll share the rest of that story with you another time. The bottom line is this: if the formula worked for me and the tens of thousands of others that I've trained, then it's going to work for you too. It's that simple. Luckily, you just don't have to take my word for it. Now, I'm going to share with you some stories, not because I'm trying to impress you, but because I'm trying to impress upon you what's waiting for you, the kind of activity that you can have if you follow the formula. Mitya here doubled his income in 5 months. In his first week, he added 5 people to his business. 5 months later, he's doubled his business. Brent Bryson is a good friend of New Skin. It took him a week to get it, another week to refine it, and by his third week, he'd made 3 sales. And within 60 days, his business went up 35%. He's got the fastest growing group in New Skin. Sandy Kung, good friend, top earner in her company, has learned how the process works. She was able to get somebody to join her team in a matter of hours. Total stranger. And Rhonda Collier is tearing it up. I did a private session with Rhonda a couple of years ago, and we made a post. And within minutes, people were reacting to her post, people were responding to her post. She couldn't believe it. 2 days later, she writes to tell me that she's already enrolled 2 people. She's got 3 more taking a serious look at her business. And then finally, she sent me this last July. In 2.5 years, her income has shot up from $150K to $750. She's met 2 of her biggest business builders on Facebook, and the chat function is what exploded her business the most. Now, you want to talk about success? Marty met Alex on Facebook. We have copies of the original dialogue between the two. How would you like to recruit the next Alex Morton into your business? Melanie went through our July boot camp, and by the 3rd week, she'd already signed up 8 people. She finished out the month with 9, and I'm going to invite all of you to join me in my next boot camp that happens to be starting later on in the week, where we can work together and I'll help you master this process. Sherry, $1 million earner in her company, makes a post. Here's from 6 people, signs 3 of them up into her business. Ron is approached by an old friend who was in another company. And simply by following some scripts and asking the right questions, he convinced her that she should join his business as opposed to him joining hers. Freddie Malero learned this back in 2008. Today he's a 7-figure earner in his company. And Mark is building a worldwide business. And he's attracting people to him simply by telling them he's got a system that will teach them how to prospect on social media. All right, now this is what is about to give you an edge. Because you see, Facebook is changing some things. The Facebook search, the way you are going to find people, has dramatically been changed. So this is all new. You can still find old friends, you can still make new ones, but the process is a little different. Now, when you do a search for people, I want you to pay attention. This is Facebook's new search icon. In other words, you go up to that search window at the top of your Facebook page, and you could search for people, or you could search for people who live in a particular area. I'm going to flip back over here to Facebook, and you can see right up here, this is where you do it. We could go people who live in Phoenix. Now, I have to tell you something. I personally coach Marty and Anna, and I coach a lot of people all around the world, and Marty is the only person that I have encountered, and I'm talking to people all around the world, that still has Facebook's graph search still intact. Okay? Every time I log into his account and I look at how easy it is to search, I get goosebumps. So if you're in Marty's area, you know, he's really a good guy to know. But again, Marty, for those of Marty recruited Alex into his business on Facebook. All right? Now, when you do that search for people who live in, you could do a city, people who like particular things, people who live in a city or a county, people who live in Miami and are from Brazil, people who live in San Antonio and are from Chicago. Now, when you do your search, you're looking for business owners. What you're looking for is that little blue square with the silhouette of the man and the woman. Your initial icon is going to be the round circle with the magnifying glass. And we're giving examples of all kinds of folks that you can be connected with. Fitness instructors who live in Miami. Business owners who live in San Diego. This is the way you are going to be able to connect with like-minded people that you would love to talk to about your business. Okay? Now, what I want you all to be aware of, for those of you that are in the United States, your settings, your language settings, the default setting right here is English US. All right? Now, the searching features work the best when the language is set to English US. So, if you're looking to prospect and recruit someone in the UK, and you're telling them, listen, I can help you build your business nationally or internationally without leaving home, if you want. But what you're gonna, and let them try to do a search while they still have their settings at English UK, it won't work. Then what you do is you tell them to go in here and change your settings. Go into the language settings, change it to English US, have them do the same search, and they're going to be floored. They're going to be impressed. So again, we want to whatever language they're using. When it comes to searching, they want to change it from English UK to English US. Another new thing that Facebook has done is they are now allowing notifications to appear on a desktop, which means that when people see what you're doing, they get notified because you've done something. It's going to appear on their desktop, meaning that you're going to be seen by more people, meaning you're going to have an opportunity to talk to more people. So what I want to do is I want to show you how to turn a response to a Facebook post, or for that matter, any kind of Facebook activity, into a sale in 10 minutes. Solomon learned how to do it. He can get somebody interested in his website in 7 minutes. The night before he sent me that, he signed up 2 people. One was a complete stranger. David went through our boot camp in June, and by the end of July, he had signed up 20 people. Bernice hooks up with an old high school friend that she hadn't talked to in 30 years. Signs her up in the business. Now, let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you had an endless flow of highly pre-qualified free leads so you no longer had to spend money on advertising and marketing? How would you feel? If you could literally talk to people at will 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. How would you feel if you knew you could prospect and recruit at will with just your fingers? You didn't need any kind of technical knowledge. How would you feel? Well, Marty learned it 2 years ago. He's still connecting with people on Facebook, signing them up at his pleasure. How would you feel if you could fill your sales funnel every day with serious prospects who had credit cards in hand that want to buy your products? How would you feel if you knew you could make a sale every day? And the best part about it is your new recruits could duplicate the process immediately. How would you feel if you could teach your team the same strategy for massive duplication and leverage so everyone grows their business bigger and faster? How would you feel if you had a proven system that produces immediate results for everyone that follows it? You starting to get excited here? How would you feel if you knew that you had a daily method of operation that empowered you to talk to perfect prospects who need and want what you're promoting and close more sales? What would that do for your confidence? What would it do for your lifestyle? What would it do for your income? We're talking about instant prospecting. We're talking about immediate results. We're talking sales on demand. So what I'd like all of you to do is I'd like you to type in the question box how many Facebook friends you have on Facebook right now. Type it in the question box. And then, remember, the higher the number, the better. I'm going to give you something to post. And if you play along, if you make the post, some of you are going to make sales before we're done. And for those of you that have a lot of friends, you might make multiple sales. So to get started fast, talk to perfect prospects, and to make a sale today, I want you to make a post. I want you to post this joke. If you think no one cares if you're alive, try missing a couple of payments. Even if you've posted that a couple of weeks ago, if you think no one cares, if you're alive, try missing a couple of payments. Or you could post one of the other jokes. Now, if you're looking for customers, I want you to make this post. I'm ready to help 5 more people look 10 years younger in 2 minutes. Okay? I'm ready to help 5 more people look 10 years younger in 2 minutes. And if you're looking for business builders, I want you to post this. I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortune on the internet. Or I'm ready to help 5 more people retire early with their own internet business. Now, for those of you that are sitting there going, well, you know, I can't say that. I can't do that. I haven't made any money in this thing yet. How can I tell people I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortune if I haven't done it myself? And the truth is, you don't have to do it. You know people already in the company that are making big money. You know Marty. You know Alex. You know Cliff. You know Brett. So the bottom line is you have unlimited access to people. You know there's a definite income opportunity attached to all of this. So you can say, how many of 5 more people make their fortune on the internet? They go, well, are you making your fortune? I just got started. Or I've been a customer for the last 2 or 3 years, and now I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm going to make it happen. There are other people in the business that are doing it. I can do it too. And the truth is that you can do it. You're about to experience a ripple effect. One small action, one small post can have an enormous impact. So what you do is you post a joke, something funny. And there's 2 types of people who are going to react. The people that you know or people that you don't know. Could be people you know but you haven't talked to in a while. So on the left, your response when somebody likes, comments, shares, or tags your post is going to be, I'm glad you liked my joke. What are you doing these days? And your response to a Facebook friend you don't really know or have never talked to is, hey, I'm glad you liked my joke. We've never really talked on here before. What do you do? So it's either what are you doing these days or what do you do? Everything that you do on your Facebook page can be seen by all of your friends, by the friends of your friends. Change your picture. And when people like it, hey, I'm glad you like my photo. What are you doing these days? If you know them. Or, hey, I'm glad you like my photo. We've never really talked on here. What do you do? Either one. Change your Facebook profile cover. Same thing. Whatever you do can be seen by your existing friends and by the friends of your friends and everybody who reacts, everybody who responds. Same thing. Glad you liked it. What are you doing these days? Or what do you do? You can experience a ripple effect at will. And change your picture had 44 of her friends react. Her response was, I'm glad you like my photo. What are you doing these days? One small change can have an enormous impact, and what it's going to do is it's going to give you the opportunity to reach out and talk to people, which is what you have to do if you want to be successful. Talk to people. One simple post, one simple change can have an enormous reach. Tom Martin made a post, had 20 people respond, spoke to 13 of them, signed up 4. And Sheila makes one post and had 3 people react. She signs one up and she's got 2 more people to call. All as a result of people reacting to her actions, people reacting to her post. Your audience is much greater than you think. Your influence is greater than you think. Now, Facebook is making a lot of changes, and we're really not going to spend a lot of time on Facebook facts. But the truth is that 71% of the world's internet population is on Facebook. They have more visitors every day than Google. 93% of Facebook users are mobile, and this is huge. 99% of users between the ages of 20 and 29 are mobile. No wonder Alex and his team are tearing it up. They were born with smartphones in their hands. It takes 90 minutes for the average person to answer an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to answer a text message, and this is what I'm talking about. You do something, your friends see it. They react, they respond. You can react and respond to things that you see them do. So let's talk about turning that response into a sale in 10 minutes. Again, I want all of you to type in the question box how many Facebook friends you have. And when people like the joke or the post, you write back and you say, hey, I'm glad you liked it. What do you do? The key to success in your business on Facebook is to first realize that a certain percentage of the people on it are predisposed, ready and willing to buy your products or get into business with you. Instead of wasting time reaching out to a bunch of people who will never buy your product, there are simple ways to find and perfect ways and means of attracting the people who want to buy your products. Before your competition contacts them or before they contact your competition, you can sell to them. The law of numbers works in your favor. Any form of sales and marketing is a numbers game. And when you first begin prospecting and marketing, you must first qualify your prospects in order to find the people who are open to listening and responding to your message. You generate leads, you qualify them, and then they become a customer. 3 stages. Well, you select your own prospects. You qualify them by asking questions, and you literally walk them right into your business as they answer your questions successfully. The law of numbers works in your favor when you know in advance that someone needs and wants what you're selling. So when you're talking to a prospect, their answers to your simple questions move someone through your qualifying process. Ask questions, and you'll talk to fewer people about your business, but you'll make more sales. Your success or failure in qualifying someone as a prospect is going to lie in the questions you ask and the answers that they give you. All you need is a free Facebook profile page to make sales on a daily basis starting right now. Now, Facebook has taken network marketing to a whole new level. Facebook has changed the 3-foot rule. You know, the 3-foot rule when I got into network marketing 20 years ago was that anyone that's breathing within 3 feet of you is a prospect for your business. And then I went on America Online and I realized that when you're sitting in front of a computer, you're within 3 feet of the entire online world. Well, in 2009, Facebook added their live chat feature. They also added a mobile device so that now you're within 3 inches of everyone on every social network. Facebook has shrunk 3 feet to 3 inches. Now, there are 5 reasons that people create a Facebook page in the first place. Think of why you did. Did you go on there looking for a date? Looking for love? Are you on there initially to connect with your friends or your family? Well, people are creating pages for exactly that reason. People are looking to connect with their friends and they're open to making new ones. They're there to network with the people they know or make new friends. They're there to maintain relationships with family and friends or expand and make new ones. And they're there to sell. Now, it's easy to identify who to talk to because everyone has a recognizable agenda. So as you scroll down a list of educators, scroll down a list of estheticians, scroll down a list of doctors or lawyers or chiropractors, fitness instructors, you're going to be able to pick out just by the contents of their page the people who are looking for business opportunity or who would be open to looking at a business opportunity. How good would it feel if you knew that you could walk into a room with 1,000 people and be able to pick out the 200 people in the room that are looking for business opportunity? You're going to be able to identify happy network marketers as easily as you could reach into a bowl of candy and pull out a blue M&M. How about customers? Who would be your ideal customer? You could go on Facebook, you could talk to these people all day long at will. Add to the mix unhappy network marketers and affiliate or internet marketers, people who are trying to make money online. Some of them are doing it. Most of them aren't. How valuable would it be? How many times a day could you reach into that bowl of candy and pull out the appropriate colored M&M? The answer is as many times a day as you want. Connecting with the right people on Facebook is honestly as easy as picking a green M&M from a bowl of candy. Think about it. If you know in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for what you're selling based on the contents of their page, and you develop a relationship with them before you talk about your business, you're going to sell to more people. Simply remember, throughout the entire process, to treat everybody on Facebook like you'd like to be treated. All right, so now we have unlimited access to people. You have the ability, you know the agenda of everybody simply by looking at the pictures, looking at the contents of the page. But there are 4 types. There are 4 types of people on Facebook. 4 types. And once you know and understand the 4 different types, it's going to make picking out and connecting with perfect prospects as easy as reaching into that bowl of candy. You can tell simply by the contents of their page. Now, the eager socializers, these are the people that you want to be talking to. These are the people that you want to connect with. And frankly, when people look at your Facebook page, their perception of who you are should be you're an eager socializer. Your profile is full of information. Many have a follow me button. They have visible modules, including the About Me module, where they talk about who they are and what they do. They actively post. They actively like, comment, and share things on their page. They allow you to like, share, and comment on their timeline. They've got recent activity on their page. They got a lot of friends, and they're open to making new ones. These are the kinds of people that you can easily approach, easily talk to. When you are talking and approaching eager socializers, you can talk to these people all day long. What do people see when they look at your page? Are you an eager socializer? Or are you an e-marketing socializer? You have all kinds of information about your business on your page. Is it clear that you're selling something? Then you're an e-marketing socializer. Profiles are all business or have a lot of information about themselves, about their business. They typically provide minimal personal information. And when you write to them, they respond back with a link about their business. We've developed over the years a script called Recruiting the Recruiter. You ask these people a few simple questions like, how long have you been doing that? And you can actually walk some of these people right into your business. The reluctant socializer. They only want to be connected to the people they know. Minimal information visible on their profile. Now, you reaching out to a reluctant socializer will get you suspended because the people will complain about you. And finally, there's the missing in action socializer. They haven't been active on Facebook for an extended period of time. You know, a couple of years ago, they went on Facebook. They were looking to do well. They heard lots of people are making money on these social networks. And what happened? Nothing. So they've abandoned their page. Reaching out to these people is a waste of your time. All right. So now we know we can pick out the agenda of a person. We know what the laws are, what the rules are, as far as, again, being able to identify the people you want to talk to from the people that you don't. You have a clear road to picking out the best of 1.4 billion people. Now, let's talk about 4 social networking laws that you must be familiar with, that you must follow if you want to win the prospecting and recruiting game, because literally there's millions of people that you can talk to. Social networking law number 1, what you see is what you get. The content of a person's page, their pictures, words, posts, links, and websites, their friends, indicate their online agenda. Now, what do people see when they look at your page? What is your agenda? So, you can easily reach out to the people that you absolutely want to know. What you see is what you get. People put on their profile what they want you to know about them and what they want to talk about, but there's more. Most of the time, there's a lot more to someone than what you see on their profile. Asking the right questions tells you who is really behind the profile and what is beneath the surface. easy to identify a prospect from a long list of choices. You bring up a list of fitness instructors. You bring up a list of students. You bring up a list of waiters or servers, or you bring up any kind of a list. And based on the contents of their page, you can easily pick out the people that you'd want to talk to. Easy to identify who you want to talk to. Social network law number 2, there are 3 reasons a stranger doesn't respond to you. Well, the first one is they don't know you. They don't want to know you. In other words, you have reached out to the wrong person. Or maybe they haven't used your account recently, or you've jammed your business opportunity down someone's throat and they think you're trying to sell them something. Now, when you get social networking law number 1 and number 2 mastered, well, number 2 isn't going to come up very much because everybody that you reach out to is going to want to connect to you. So there's no shortage of people now for you to talk to. Social networking law number 2 and number 1 make it easy for you to tell who's who. First by what you see on their page, and then how they respond to you when you ask them questions. Social networking law number 3 and number 4 apply on the phone and apply face-to-face too. Don't focus on making a sale when you talk to people. Focus on whether there's a sale to be made. In other words, when you're talking to people, the key to avoiding rejection is to never talk about your business in any detail until you've learned that the person you're talking to has a genuine need or an interest in your products or in your business. It's easy to connect with prospects. Talk to them at will. The eager socializers want to talk to you. However, there are certain people who are more predisposed to looking at your products, getting into business with you. So you qualify and disqualify your prospects by asking questions. You only talk to the people who need what you're selling. You filter out the ones who don't. And social networking law number 4, listen more than you talk. You're in a listening business, not a talking business. You're in a sorting business, not a convincing business. The most successful people in your business are good listeners. So zip it. Don't type more than the other person. Now, most people don't listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. You can't wait for an opportunity to talk about your business. So again, you have all these people that you could be talking to, any one of them. You want to focus on people who need what you have, and you'll talk to less people. You'll close more sales. And have fun throughout the entire process. 4 social networking laws that you must follow when you engage people and you're talking to them on any social network, okay? So what we want to do is we want to engage eager and e-marketing socializers, and we want to talk to them. Follow the 4 laws, talk to 5 to 10 people every day, and your success is a few clicks away. So here I'm going to give you my $1 million social media recruiting formula. It's like I'm giving you the recipe to a cake. Follow it. 4 C's equal big bucks. Most of you already have Facebook pages, so you're halfway there. Create a page. Connect with people. Become their friends. Communicate with them. Close them. Create, connect, communicate, and close. So you take your existing page, if you have one, or create one. Don't, if you've already got one, use it. Just modify it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to reach out and connect with other people on Facebook. First, you're going to connect with the people that you know. Your warm market, your friends. Then you're going to reach out to the friends of your friends, and finally you're going to be able to reach out to total strangers. You want to know who you are sure are going to be interested in what you're doing because of the contents of their page. Now it's all about communications. Talk to them. You do it at your convenience, and you identify perfect prospects by the answers to your questions. Discover their problems, identify their needs, and you're available to help them. And remember this, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And finally, step 4, close them. Talk to 5 to 10 people. Use your tools to present your business and make a sale every day. And you can take your business to a whole new level. So why do so many people fail in your business? Well, they think it's about selling, and it's not. They focus on pitching and closing. They focus on features and benefits. They never take the time to connect or build rapport or a relationship with the other person. They never ask qualifying questions to find a need or identify a problem. They talk too much, listen too little, and they're not duplicatable. You know, this is the biggest problem that seasoned, experienced salespeople have. You're talking to somebody, they really are looking for business opportunity. They would love to be in business with you. But they're thinking to themselves, oh my God, that Bill is so slick. I mean, he describes his business, he describes a comp plan, it just rolls off of his tongue. I would never be able to do that. I would never be as successful as him. This is the reason they fail. So who do you want to work with? Who are the people? What do they do? What do they like? Where can you find them? Who do they know? Who do they follow? What are some of the things they read? What you need to know about anyone is on their profile. And you could literally search the entire Facebook database based on your parameters and find people that exactly fit your own personal criteria. What do they look like? Well, for one thing, they're active on Facebook. They're ambitious beyond their current circumstances. They want more out of life than they're having now. And as we enter the fourth quarter of the year, these are the people who are going to help you take your business to the next level all through the holiday season. They're passionate about your products. They're entrepreneurial by nature. In other words, they would rather work for themselves than work for somebody else. They've been successful at something. In other words, they know how to win. They're positive. They've got similar interests and similar values to you. And it's all on their page. It's all on their page. So where do you find perfect prospects? Well, you start with your friends and your warm market contacts. Type their name, type their email address, type their phone number in this little search window up here. Take every number in your contact list, every number, type it in there. If somebody's page comes up, send them a friend request. If they're important enough to be on your contact list, they're important enough to be on your list of Facebook friends. Then go out to people who went to the schools you attended. Then people who belong to the same clubs, associations, and groups you do. Look for people in professions that are predisposed to your product or your business. But who would that be? Well, maybe fitness instructors, people that are into health and wellness, people that were into appearance and anti-aging, all kinds of folks. All kinds of folks. People in professions like chiropractors. People in professions like Zumba instructors who have large followings of people. People in network marketing who live in your area. People in network marketing who live where you want to expand your business. People who are entrepreneurs. People who are business owners. You can meet people in social networking groups. MLM groups. Eric Worre has all kinds of groups surrounding his name. Network Marketing Pro is probably one of the biggest. All kinds of networkers and aspiring network marketers are members. Tony Robbins groups, Robert Kiyosaki groups, Jim Rohn groups. Then you got life coach groups like Bob Proctor's life coaches and John Maxwell's groups. Health group coaches, personal development coaches, personal development groups. Think and Grow Rich. The secret groups, Toastmaster groups. You can connect with people with business pages, fan pages, and product pages, or you can connect with people who follow the people that have created the pages in the first place. If you know who you're looking for, it's easy to locate perfect prospects for your business. Professionals, mortgage bankers, lawyers, sales reps, doctors, dentists, chiropractors, nurses, trainers, athletes. The searching features are changing. The way you reach out and connect with people are changing. The process is going to be the same. So you can locate power prospects that fit your exact demographics based on your own personal parameters. And it only takes minutes a day. Minutes a day to find perfect people to talk to. Finding perfect prospects on Facebook is as easy as reaching into that bowl of candy and pulling out a green M&M. So what you post builds rapport with prospects without talking to them. Positive quotes, motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, how-tos, how to do things. Your personal activity, your life adventure, your family's activity, your team's activity, all of these give people a sense of who you are. Post things that relate to entertainment or comedy or trivia or controversy. Post things that provide social proof of your success or of your team's success. People see these things and they go, whoa, I want to be like him. I want to be like her. And so now, once you've made the engagement, the question is, well, how do you get someone to ask what you do? Because that's what we all want, don't we? We all want somebody to come up and ask us what we do. Well, the easy way to get somebody to ask you what you do is to ask them what they do. It's a matter and form of etiquette. They're doing it to be polite. Doesn't necessarily mean they want to talk to you. Doesn't necessarily mean they want to be in your business. Now, people are also, you ask them what they do. They're going to come back. They're going to ask you what you do. And you have to have a ready, pre-scripted answer that's going to create curiosity, that's going to create interest. Like, hey, I've been a teacher for 10 years. Now, thanks to my growing internet business, I'm going to be retiring next year. And then we turn it around and we ask them a question. Not, would you like to know more about my business? More like, well, how long have you worked at the gym? Or how long have you been a school teacher? I used to be a school teacher and retired last year thanks to my growing internet business. What did you do before you became a teacher? Turn the conversation back to the other person. Now, everybody wants to know, when can I tell people about my business? And the answer is when you're ready. When you've identified their need or problem, not before. When you know their previous experience with network marketing, and not before. So, you're going back and forth. You're chatting, you're texting, and now they're interested, okay? You've sent them a link, they've looked at it, they're saying they're interested in more, and frankly, now you're ready to move to the phone. Well, you can start out by typing. I type with 4 fingers, and 2 of them need spell check. Would you be up for talking on the phone? I could call you, or you can call me. What's your preference? Make the offer. I hope you've been enjoying this conversation as much as I am. Would you be able to talk about this on the phone? It's faster and easier than typing, don't you think? And then finally, my number is if you want to call me. So what's your number? So I'll recognize it when it comes up on my caller ID. This is the way it works. You rule conversations by asking questions. Now, you're going to be slammed with people who are going to try to sell you their stuff. The e-marketing socializer. And so when someone does that, when you send someone a friend request, they accept, and the next thing you know, you've got their commercial. Only it's a full-length movie in your mailbox. So you write back to them and say, is this really working for you? I mean, whatever happened to saying hello? Or it's nice to meet you first. And then ask them a question. How long have you been doing this? Really? Only 3 months. Well, what did you do before? Really? How many of these types of things have you been in over the past few years? That many. Well, I get it. I mean, I know how you feel, Bill. As a matter of fact, when I lost my job and I needed to find something else to do, I felt the same way. I mean, I was desperate. But I found over and over and over again, and I was failing. I wasn't having the results. I wasn't having the success I was looking for. And then, you know what? A friend of mine showed me something, a great product. Believe it or not, I took 10 years off my face in 2 minutes when I put this stuff on. I love it. My wife loves it. My girlfriend loves it. And So I know how you feel. I felt the same way you did. And then, somebody showed me this thing. And I said, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for. This is going to help me where all that other stuff was just preparing me for this moment in time. Would you be interested in taking a look at what I'm doing? Now, you have a daily plan of action that you must follow if you really want to be successful. And first, let me just say that you must commit to doing this for 90 days. If you will put the effort in for 90 days, talk to 5 to 10 people every day, you will achieve success in your business beyond your wildest dreams, okay? Read your daily motivation that we're going to send you. Remind yourself every day why you're in the business. Take 30 minutes out for personal development. Read a book, watch a video. Take the motivational message that I send to you, share all of it or part of it with members of your team, people that you're connected with. And then what we want to do is we want to post something 3 to 5 times a day. Connect with 5 new people every day. Talk to 5 people every day. And if you can commit to doing this for 90 days, you are going to be wildly successful. But I want to point something out to you. It's not about how many friends you have on Facebook. The maximum number of Facebook friends you can have is 5,000. But now people can like you, people can follow you. But it's not about how many people are your friends, or how many people like your articles, your posts, your blog posts, your shared videos, or whatever you have to say. It's not about that. It's about how many people you actually talk to every day about your business. It's about the number of sales you're making. That's what it's about. It's about having a growing business and making more money each month than you're spending. It's about results. Results. Talking to people is the key to your success in any business. Any business. Talking to people is what you have to do at some point in your business or sales relationship. You got to talk to somebody. Talking to people is your most important activity, but you got to be talking to the right people. The key to success in your business is talk to people. You want to be successful? 5 people a day. You want to be wildly successful? 10 people a day. Let me give you some statistics on why most salespeople fail. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. Only 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. So when you see, you got a lot of friends or mutual friends on someone's page, it doesn't mean that they've met them. It doesn't mean they've talked to them. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop, and only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. The bottom line is they don't follow up. And that's the power of the motivational messages and the posts that you do, because that's your way of following up. That's your way of staying connected to people. Some more interesting statistics. 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% on the second, 5% of sales are made on the third contact, 10% are made on the fourth contact, and 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. Proving that the fortune is in the follow-up. Patience and following up are key. Daily posts keep you in constant contact with your friends and the friends of your friends, and you'll use simple questions to qualify a prospect. All right. Create your page, connect with people, communicate with them closely. If you're not having the results you want, the reasons are obvious, they're easy to identify, and simple to fix. Remember, what do we want to do? We want to be talking to people every day. So it's either the contents of your page, the people you're contacting, or it's the caliber of the conversations you're having, the way you talk to people. So if it's your page, well, that's adjustable. That can be fixed. If it's the people you're contacting, again, that's something that can be adjusted. That's something that can be fixed. And if it's the way you talk to people, you can clearly see by how much you're typing and how much they're typing whether or not this is working, and then you can fix it. Remember, instead of wasting time reaching out to a bunch of people who will never buy your products, there are simpler ways to find and perfect ways and means of attracting the people who want your products. And you can get to them before your competition gets to them, or whether they get to your competition. Again, it's all easy. The bottom line is, if it worked for me and tens of thousands of other people, it's going to work for you too. And again, luckily, you don't have to take my word for it. So let's just take a quick peek at some of what's happening with some people. And then what I want to do is I want to invite you all to work with me. I'm going to invite you to participate in my upcoming boot camp. And I'm going to give you a special package, a training package with a significant extra discount over what other people are paying. All right? Now, Dana Barish is actually going to be in this next boot camp. Now, I've known Dana for 7 years. Now, this was her MySpace page, her second MySpace page when she created one back in 2008, 2009. Her original page on MySpace was a commercial for her business. She took her business stuff off. And in 2009, she was top recruiter for the year. And had a lot of fun working with her back then, and we've already had one coaching session already, and in our first coaching session, she already had 3 sales. Folks, it's fast. Well, now she's in boot camp, her monthly override. Now she's on Facebook, and she's on track to making a 7-figure income. You're all heading down the same road. Dana sent me this in March. So I was talking to a girl about joining my team this morning. She was not responding back to what I was saying. I sat through your 1-hour webinar today, and I smacked myself on the head as I realized I've stopped doing your methods. I backed up and started the conversation over, praying I didn't lose her already with your scripts. Guess what? Corresponding for the last 2 hours, she just bought a deluxe kit 5 minutes ago. Thanks to the scripts, another team member. And it works for any kind of a business. And I love these little custom jobs that people throw at me, because the process is the same. Eli is an insurance adjuster who's looking for clients. And so after 2 coaching sessions, we figured on a series of strategies for posts and a strategy for his cover. Disaster pictures. I love this one. This house could have been in South Carolina. Actually, it could be in South Carolina today. So, what does he do? We come up with this posting strategy, and you post things that will attract your target market. And then you engage the people who react and respond to your posts. See these little cracked tiles in the kitchen right there? Would you believe I helped my client get $7,000 just to repair those tiles? Next week, I'm doing a live webinar to show homeowners exactly how you can get major cash for the little-known damages that are in your home. Janice down at the bottom right, she was one of 11 people. Okay, Eli, talk to me. Now, what you do is you ask a series of questions to qualified people. The first one, obviously, was, well, I noticed you responded to my post. How can I help you? He said, well, I don't have any claims. And so we want to ask questions that are going to qualify or disqualify a person. You'd be surprised how much damage you have in your home right now that could be covered by insurance and fixed on their dime. So many things can be replaced by insurance, and most people realize, do you own your own home? That's his major question. If she came back and said, no, I don't own my own home, he doesn't have to talk to him anymore. And she goes, yes, I do. Now it's full speed ahead. I have found that 1 out of 2 homeowners whose homes I inspect have damage in one form or another that could be covered and fixed by their insurance company. Not only could you get the damage fixed, but you could end up with extra cash in your pocket. There's no charge for me to do this or kind of inspection. Would you be interested in talking about this? She says, of course. When you frame your questions in language that the people can't say no to, you're golden. So they set up an appointment to talk, and it's like learning how to dance. 1 year later, that one little strategy earned him $170,000. Rick, targeting network marketers, got 12 people to talk to in one day, signing 2 of them up in his business. Jacques recruited 2 whales into his business. A whale is somebody making 5 or 6 figures a month, or 5 and 6 figures a week. Dave Angelo, good friend. And Dave, in one day, posted, made some posts, and he signed 4 people up into his business in one day. I recently posted a video of Dave. I'm going to go over here. It's only a minute. Dave actually came over to my house, and I was visiting South Florida. And just listen to this. Dave, what are you doing over there?
Wearing off, I think, my fingerprints. Just there's so much activity from this morning between the lights. It's not only drumming up new business, but all of a sudden, it's like the floodgates or God just shine on me, and old conversations, people are coming back. Like this girl, Marcy, we just connected with. She liked something this morning. We said hello, asked her what she did. She was a director up in Philadelphia for 25 years. She's telling me she's in an airport, so she'll let me know more later. But the concept of execution, bottom line, she sends me a resume to see what she does. It's all right here. I'm not going to get into it. And we're deep in this conversation. We're going to talk offline when she lands. This other girl, CL, for her initials, this is somebody I've been dealing with for 2 years, and all of a sudden she said there's enough is enough between the pictures of the lifestyle and the food and the Miami. She used to live, a lot of her friends lived in this building. And that got her. She said, enough's enough. I want to see what you do now. So she's on board. And then this other person is a real estate agent in Miami. She wants to connect. And then I got 3 more conversations going on over here. So we got this stay-at-home mom wants to get back into work. She misses it. Just all kinds of stuff. It's out of bounds, out of control, over the top. I think the what did you say, millenniums? They would say it's banging right now. It's just out of control.
So you see, there's no shortage of people that you can talk to at all. There's absolutely no shortage. You will never run out of people to talk to. Never. Reaches out, talk to all kinds of people at will. Sarah recruited 6,000 people to her business in 6 months when she was 20 years old. 7 years later, she had 32,000 people in a different business, and literally in 6 to 7 months grew her group from 32,000 people to 55,000. Candy added 10,000 people to her business in 75 days by connecting with affiliate marketers and bloggers who had huge followings but weren't making much money, and none of the money they were making was residual in nature. George Ruiz and Robert Arthur are 2 good friends, both $1 million earners in their company. Robert has been following me since the old AOL days, and Andy Van Dyke hooks up with an unhappy network marketer in another country. She met him on LinkedIn. He had 50,000 people in his former business. Jackie hooks up with another big networker. When you bring experienced seasoned networkers into your business grows quicker. James, after 2 coaching sessions, enrolled 4 people. And now, again, when he talks to people, it's all about being able to offer them a solution to do in their business. Follow the scripts, bring them in. And so in the past 2 weeks, he signed up 3 people, 5 more are looking at the business. It's a never-ending cycle. Michael got 3 responses from one of his posts in a webinar. Kevin got 3 appointments. Carl was bound and determined to prove that it would work. So he goes online, he connects with one of his friends, followed the script, signed him up in his business. And Dawn is a $1 million income earner in her company. She absolutely loved it. She's excited. Her prospecting focus, it's like a laser. Cliff one of his leaders in Jeunesse sent him this from the UK. Not to brag, but in the past 3 weeks, using the Max method, I have contacted 90 people. That's 30 people a week. That's 6 people a day, Monday through Friday. 30 people of them watched the video. Now, typically, if you get 30 people to watch a video, you'd be thrilled if 9 were up for talking to you about it on the phone. He got all 30 to speak. Why? Because he was selective about who he gave the videos to in the first place. And out of those 30 people, he signed up 10. Now, that doesn't mean that some of these other 30 are going to get into your business a little later. The bottom line is, it's never been faster, it's never been easier for you to connect with people. So, we have put together a special training package for you that has some really big savings, and I want to invite you to go to maxsteingart.com/global home business. Okay, if you go to Global Home Business, we've put together a special package which includes participation in our boot camp, and it also includes our home study Endless Free Leads program. Okay, so you get them both. Now, Endless Free Leads is $297. Participating in boot camp is typically almost a $600 investment. We're going to help you make 5 sales before boot camp is over. But what you get to do is you get to get both of them for $299. So let me explain what's involved. You get my Endless Free Leads home study course, plus you can participate and work with me in boot camp. You get both of them for $299. Now, Endless Free Leads is my home study course. For the beginner, for the advanced social media marketer, it's got everything that you need to be successful, nothing you don't. Our Get Started Fast video, when you get started, for those of you that have more than 300 or 400 friends, some of you will be making sales right after you watch this video. We step all of you through the create, connect, communicate, and close process. We're going to give you a daily routine of the things that you need to be doing in an hour or 2 a day, and we're going to give you a scripts book with amazing scripts. We cover, down at the bottom left, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. There's step-by-step instructions for all 3. Extra training on closing the sale. This is where you download your scripts book and phone app. Shortcuts and quick tips for speeding up through the process faster. And finally, the Coach's Corner, where you can watch videos of people that I have worked with live. As a matter of fact, go into Endless Free Leads and bring up Jeremy. Just type his name in there. I was doing a coaching session with Jeremy, and within 10 minutes of editing his profile photo, he received 19 likes from his friends. Over the next 12 minutes, we demonstrate what he texted to one of his friends that resulted in a sale. Okay? First night of boot camp, Jason made a post and read out 5 more people retire early. Had 6 likes and 3 signups. Second week of boot camp, 4 paid signups on Wednesday, 3 on Thursday. Third week, 10 signups, 20 people during boot camp. You're all heading down the same road. Dan participated in our boot camp a year ago, sponsored 3 people in 1 week. It took him less than 25 minutes, spread out over 8 days to bring someone into his business. And a year later, now he's in Jeunesse. A year later, he has 300 friends. He went from 300 friends to 1,000. He's got a business page. He's reached the highest rank in Jeunesse he's ever reached in any network marketing business. He's got distributors in 24 countries. And this is a clue. He brought in 3 senior directors from Mary Kay. And so Mary Kay reps, Avon reps, Arbonne reps, all would be great prospects, great candidates for your business. They're into skincare. LSE's building a Melaleuca business. He makes a post on Friday, signs a person up on Saturday. His second week of boot camp, signs up 2 people. Third week in boot camp, he signs up 3 more. Boot camp is where you and I are going to work together. And that's why boot camp participation, frankly, is a lot of fun. Whether you're in the UK, whether you're in South America, whether you're in the Pacific Rim, it doesn't matter. During live sessions, we will help you connect with perfect prospects. We'll help you effectively brand yourself on Facebook and LinkedIn so you attract and talk to perfect prospects every day. Boot camp is normally $597. We have a special, for those of you that just want to take boot camp, you can register for $297, but for an extra $2, you get endless free leads on top of it. We'll answer all your questions. We'll help you connect with perfect prospects, talk to more people, review your conversations, and we'll help you make 5 sales. We will remove all of the roadblocks that you have to building your business, whether it's fear of rejection, fear of talking to people, fear of talking to people that are more successful than you, or maybe fear of asking for the order. Whatever it is that's holding you back, we will address in boot camp and make it better. You and me, doesn't matter where you are in the world. So, again, go to maxsteingart.com/global home business. Now, for those of you that really want to go quicker, I have room in my schedule for a few folks in my personal coaching program. Within 24 hours of working with Patty Bender, she had 5 people looking at her business, and 48 hours later, she signed up. One of them, she still had 4 other people looking at the business. Jeanette has become the best recruiter in her business on her team after she started working with me one-on-one. And started working with me in coaching back in January of 2014. She doubled her income last year. This year, she's on her way to tripling it. 75% of her business comes from Facebook. Those 2 ladies that she brought in, total strangers, brought 15 people into her business within 3 weeks. The 30 people that she enrolled, hadn't seen in years, all came off of Facebook. Again, my personal coaching program is a little bit more expensive. It's you and me in private sessions. I always tell people if you really want to go fast, it's personal coaching, because literally 1 hour with me in coaching is like going through a boot camp. Get on the telephone, we'll chat with your prospects, we'll help you with your page, we'll help you adjust to everything. So these are the websites to learn about the program. But if you go to maxsteingart.com/global home business, maxsteingart.com/global home business, you can get both of them for $299. Okay? Now let me look in the question box. Does anybody have any questions? Now remember, when you're prospecting people, especially in Australia, especially in the UK, in countries, I took the link down too fast. Okay, let me bring it back. There it is. maxsteingart.com/global home business. Anyone else have any questions? All right, now Melinda, with 2,000 friends, you make a couple of posts. I mean, there's no shortage of people that you can talk to. Anybody else have any questions? Well, Melinda, I'm glad that you made it here. And for those of you that are leaders, if you want, we're planning on doing some of these for Alec and Marty's team. And, we'll be doing these at different times. We're here to help. The bottom line, folks, is there's absolutely no reason why you can't be talking to 5 to 10 people every day and making a sale. I mean, that's the bottom line. And all you need to make that happen is a Facebook page. Anyone else have any questions? Alrighty then. Now, if there's anybody that is interested in really moving fast and you're interested in my coaching program, type your phone number and coaching in the question box, and one of my staff members will give you a call. I always tell people 1 hour with me in coaching is like going through a boot camp. So what you're going to have is you're going to be able to work with me over 3 weeks in boot camp. Plus, you'll have my Endless Release home study course to study and work on your own. All right? I'm looking forward to adding your success story to the thousands of success stories we have in our video library. Until next time, best of luck in building your business. God bless, and hope to see you on our next webinar.